Hello there, this is Big Benedict. We're playing Batman Arkham Origins on hard difficulty. This is the DLC that came out several days ago inside Little Cold Heart, and this is part 2 of the guide. So in the previous video I was mentioning some things that I'd like to see taken out of this game and put in the game. One of which is to, do away with the tapping of things, like tapping the X button. It's unnecessary. I mean, it is in God of War and things like that I like. I like the God of War, but I don't like tapping buttons. It's superfluous. But one of the a no-brainer is just to have the player reset the camera behind the protagonist's back when you click in the right analog stick. But the other one is that, and some of these are, I know it's nitpicking. I already know that, but I think it would benefit the game. And some people might even think that it's unnecessary, and that's fine. But I don't think that he should walk. And this is like part 1 of my issues. I don't think he should walk so slowly unless he's in the Predator situations. Like when he goes in the Predator mode, it should have him walk slowly. Like when you're not even holding the X button to sprint. But when you're on the maps, like why in hell would you want to walk so slowly when you're not? I mean, just walking around the map with no enemies around. Like you should not have to even hold the X button. But when you are sprinting, that's what I have an issue with part 2 of the complaint. If you are, first of all, I don't think you should. Like I said, you shouldn't have to hold the X button, and you shouldn't have to continually be holding or moving the left analog stick, because if you haven't played this game recently, what happens is, to sprint from place to place, you have to hold the analog stick in the direction you want to go and hold the X button. But if you stop pushing the left analog stick, he comes to a screeching halt. And I don't understand why they do that, because a lot of the times you're just going in a straight line, like to the marker. And I don't understand why they can't just let you continue to hold the X button and not keep moving the left analog stick, because those thumbsticks aren't comfortable to begin with. Like, I used to really prefer this controller, but I like the 360 controller now much more, because the thumbsticks are more comfortable. But I just find that really curious as to why they force you. I know it's because you're moving in a certain direction, but when you already have a direction that you're going, you shouldn't have to keep moving the left analog stick. It's unnecessary, just like tapping the X button. So to open crates, that you should, how would I improve that, you might ask? Well, maybe just have them hold the X button or just press it one time, But I'm sure they're not going to fix those things, because not enough people think they're problems, but I think they are. So, what else? Okay, so those are the main issues. This is just a Predator sequence, and if I'm ever deliberating over here, or I'm not deliberating, like hesitating too much, is because I was talking to someone the whole time I was doing this, and just in case. But anyway, like, I got a comment last month, and it was just one of those random. I don't get many hate-filled comments, but this guy, he was a gangster, and I know he's a gangster because his name is True G, and I'm going to put the comment right in the video so you can see it. Sorry, I'm trying to do a bunch of stuff at once here, so just hang on. Let me see his comment. I'm trying to listen to my program too. Opera, but okay. So look at this guy. Okay. It says, it says 8 days ago because I took a snapshot on Google Plus. But this guy, he said, "This is not on hard mode." So I said, "You're funny, bitch." And then he said, "You mad, bro? Play it on hard for real, you fucking noob." That's what he said. Like, how far distance from the game do you have to be to think that I would have to lie about playing it on hard mode? Like, I don't care if you say that, but I know for a fact that this guy, he already knew I was playing on hard. He was just messing around, just trying to cause problems. Maybe he couldn't play the game, but if you're at all familiar with these games, they're incredibly easy once you learn how to play them. At first, I did struggle with them, but by the time I had finished, like, Arkham is it Arkham Asylum is the first one. By the time I finished that game, I was more than proficient at doing the stealth and the combat. But this guy, he was convinced that I had lied about the difficulty that I was playing on. So, it's sad, actually. Okay, but enough of that. So we're going to be moving on and following the trail here of the... I'm not sure what it is. It's just one of the things that you do in these games pretty frequently. What else was I going to mention? Oh, I was rewatching the previous video that I made, and I said Ninja Gaiden 3. I meant Ninja Gaiden 2. Having done 3 campaigns. I did 3 guides for Razor's Edge, but I have done 3 guides for Ninja Gaiden 2, and I'm going to do another run of Ninja Gaiden 2, but it's not necessarily going to be a guide. It'll say guide, probably. I don't know, maybe not. It's more of like a specialty, just kind of personal project that I wanted to do with the Dragon Sword only. I'm really excited to do it. It's just that I need a little bit of like space between that game. You know, maybe one more guide after this, because this is kind of a mini guide. It's not really a full guide, but I'd like to do one thing after this. Who the fuck is texting me? Okay. I swear, nobody ever texts me if I'm doing nothing. But when I'm recording, oh my god, my time is not my own, it feels like. So fucking frustrating. Anyway, so I'd like one more, like I said, one more project in between this and Ninja Gaiden 2. And I'm going to be playing on Acolyte mode. No, I'm just kidding. Oh yeah, I'm never going to be using the shock gloves. Never. For any encounter on this game. It's too cheap. And why they insist on putting that message up, you see where it says that? It never goes away, but I think I have the hints on, so that might be what it is, but I think that if I take the hints off, that message will still be there. So, I personally, I don't know about you all, but I feel insulted when I see that on there. I don't want to use the shock gloves. Like the El Presador would say, take those out of the game. But, yeah, if you don't know who that guy is, he's really an interesting guy. And I don't even like Call of Duty, but he specializes in those, but... Anyway. Okay, so last encounter... Oh no, a couple more encounters down here. Sorry about that. We have a shield guy over here. And I didn't get that to connect. But you don't have to do the cape stun at them. I mean, it doesn't work, so it's just double tapping the X button, and the game prioritizes that input over other ones, so it actually just snaps right into that mode. It's really nice. Yeah, but keep those recommendations coming, because a lot of the times when there's inactivity on this channel, it's mainly because I'm busy, especially these days, but it's also because I don't know of any good games to play, and I search like hell trying to find something. I mean, it's at the point where I'm extremely desperate. Like, I'm at that point where it's just, maybe there's nothing left, but there has to be. So anyway, this is the last encounter. We're going to have one more of the freeze guys, and I'm sure a lot of people don't like these guys, especially if you're doing a no damage run, because they're just going to screw you up. But now, it looked like I had iframes during that, but I don't think you get iframes from a roll like that. It's just very problematic when you're dealing with these enemies, when there's other enemies like clustered around them, because so many people are trying to counterattack you. So remember, it's just the cape stun and then the beatdown with the square button, or the X button if you're playing with the 360. And I'm going to do the iframes takedown on him right here. Also, the takedown, when you take him down, when his life's over, you do get iframes for that too. But you have to actually take all of his HP off, and then that's the end of him. But I'm going to end the video here, and then the next video we'll be going to the GCP.